What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And as you may know, Lamelo Ball, the highly touted rookie, made his NBA preseason debut last night, and in that debut, he played 16 minutes, put up 0 points, 0 for 5 shooting, 0 for 3 from 3, had 10 boards, 4 assists, and 4 turnovers. And while that debut, stats-wise, is not great, I'm here to tell you guys, do not be worried about Lamelo Ball based off one meaningless preseason game. Now, for me personally, going into this year, I have predicted Lamelo Ball will win the Rookie of the Year, and I think at the very least, everyone will admit he is definitely in the running for that award. But one thing I do want to talk about is the extreme expectations he already has after his first NBA game that really isn't even an NBA game, it's a preseason game. And after this game, you saw tons of overreactions on both sides of the spectrum. You had one group of fans calling him a bust, saying how he scored 0 points, and all types of nonsense. But on the flip side of that, you also have people calling Lamelo a top 5 passer in the league, Magic Johnson 2.0, and how his debut was one of the greatest things they'd ever seen. And people like that, who go to the extremes after a very, very small sample size, they're falling into the same trap that we fell into with Lonzo. And Lonzo, coming into the NBA, his expectations were through the roof, and they were definitely higher than LaMelo's. Coming into the NBA, Lonzo, he had been exposed to the spotlight for a number of years. He was one of the most popular high school players in the nation. He played at UCLA, one of the biggest marquee colleges in basketball. And coming into the NBA, Lonzo, he was being called the next Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, and even Jason Kidd. And that last one I think is definitely possible, as Lonzo has shown he has some signs of Jason Kidd in his game. But those expectations for a rookie at 20 years old are unfair for anyone. And I think for a lot of players, when they don't live up to the expectations right away, we seem to write them off and just toss them aside, and we forget that all these players, they don't develop at the same pace, and they don't all come to the NBA ready-made products, and each player, their NBA journey, it is unique to themselves. And in Lonzo's rookie year, he averaged 10.2 points per game, 7.2 assists, and 6.9 boards. Those are not bad stats for a rookie. The one thing that was concerning is he only shot 36% from the field, 30.5% from 3, and 45.1% from the line. And after the hype he had coming out of UCLA, those numbers, they were definitely not up to the expectations. And in Lonzo's rookie year, he didn't finish top 5 in the Rookie of the Year voting behind Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Kyle Kuzma, and Dennis Smith Jr. And I do want to highlight those last two names, Dennis Smith and Kyle Kuzma, two players as rookies who were better than Lonzo Ball. But fast forward 2 years, and Lonzo, he is 100% better than both those players. And this past year with the Pelicans, he averaged 11.8 points per game, 7.0 assists, 6.1 boards, on 41.3% shooting, 37.5% from 3, and 56.6% from the line. And that is while being one of the best defensive point guards in the entire NBA. And since Lonzo's rookie year, he has definitely evolved his game, and the one thing that has really surprised a lot of people, including myself, is how good he is defensively. And Lonzo's game is really built on 3 things. He's a pass-first player, he's a good spot-up shooter, and he's a very good on-ball defender, as well as a help defender. And back in 2018, nobody could have predicted that Lonzo would have been that good defensively, and that his jump shot would have improved that much. And that brings me back to Lamelo Ball and my overall larger point in this video, and that's not to overreact to one bad game or even one bad rookie year. As Lonzo, he is walking proof that players, they can evolve and become completely different players that they are in their rookie year compared to their sophomore or even their junior year in the NBA. And a lot of times people, including myself, we get too caught up in the stat sheet, what are his numbers, what are his shooting splits, and all types of stuff like that. And not looking at the stats, the things I noticed in Lamelo's debut is that he was very poised, he was under control, he wasn't rattled by the defenders, he made some exceptional passes, and his defensive rebounding, it can definitely be valuable for this Hornets team, as he can start the break as soon as he gets aboard. Now that evaluation, that's off one game where Lamelo only played 16 minutes. And I did watch a lot of Lamelo's film overseas, where he played with the Hawks in the NBL. And I think the biggest thing for Lamelo, similar to Lonzo, is if he can develop that outside jump shot. As in Australia, he only shot 37.5% of the field and 25% from 3. And I think trying to predict what Lamelo will be in 3 years, that is extremely tough. And I don't want people to overreact to one bad game or one bad rookie year. And that's really why I wanted to make this video, because I saw a lot of the similar things I saw with Lonzo and his NBA debut. A lot of overreactions, hot takes, and people not understanding that players, they aren't based solely off their rookie year or solely off their NBA debut. And I think if Lamelo, he hasn't finished top 5 in rookie of the year voting, that doesn't mean he's not going to be a good player. And I think this year, if he only averages around 10 points per game, maybe 5 assists and 7 boards, I would consider that a success. And I think you also have to look at the team he's with. He's playing with some other really good point guards. You have Terry Rozier and Devontae Graham, 2 players who like to handle the ball a lot. So this year when you watch Lamelo, keep that in mind, and please try to understand if he doesn't win the Rookie of the Year or doesn't finish top 5 in that race, that doesn't make him a bust or not a good player. And already after his first ever preseason game, I'm seeing similar trends that we saw with Lonzo and his debut. And I don't want that same thing to happen to Lamelo that happened to Lonzo. So that is really all for seeing this video. I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you understand that Lamelo, he may struggle during his rookie year, but I still think he has potential to be a great player in the NBA. So with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.